Yes, React.js. So React is the library of JavaScript. Okay. So to work with the client-side functionalities, we are using React.js. So it is library of JavaScript to work with client-side functionalities. Okay. Yes. So already I shared you some points in last class. So if you take any website, in the website we have two types of okay, scriptings we are using. One is client-side script. Next one is server-side script. So if you take any website, every website will have two types of scriptings. So what the first one? Client-side script. Second one is server-side script. So what is client-side script? The script which executes in browser that we are calling as client-side script. Server-side script executes in server. Like this, we have these two types of scriptings. Okay. So first one is client-side script and second one is server-side script. So what is React.js? Okay. So it is library of JavaScript, I told you. So JavaScript, React, Angular, okay, Backbone JS. All this comes under the client-side scripting languages. And server-side scripts, if you observe here, just ASP, Node, PHP. All these technologies comes under server-side scripting languages. Is this clear? Yes. Like that, we have these two types of scriptings. So first one is what? Client-side, and second one is server-side scripting language. Is it clear? Yes. So now, what is React.js? It is client-side scripting language, executes in browser. Okay. Yes. Now, React.js implemented by Mr. Jordan Waki, the year 2013. Actually, official release is in 2013. So they started development in 2011 only. Officially released in 2013. Okay. Yes. So Jordan Waki, he is one of the employees of Facebook. So to work with the Facebook chart concept, he implemented this React.js in the year 2013. Okay. Now here, if you observe this, okay, it is the product of Facebook. So now the main thing, already JavaScript is there, right? Then what are the additional features we have in this React.js? So those concepts we need to discuss. Okay. Already client-side technologies point of view, JavaScript is there. Okay, very popular technology. What are the additional things we have? This React. So those concepts we're discussing. Now, features of React. Yes. So what are the features of React? Those things we're discussing. So here we are comparing with the JavaScript. Okay, with the comparison of JavaScript, we are discussing the features of React. Okay. So first of all, okay, React supports data binding. Yeah, what is data binding? So I will show you that. See, we are in programming languages, we are creating the variables, okay, to store the values. For example, you want to perform any calculations with the values, those values we are storing the variables. So for example, here, okay, one variable I'm taking, serial number is the name of variable and value is 100. Now that variable value I want to display on the text box. Okay, so then we need to execute some logic, read the variable value and print on the text box. As a developer, you have to write this logic. So then after execution of this logic, that value is coming on the text box, right? So later this variable value is modified from 100 to 200 something else. Then will it update automatically without execution of this code? No. Again, you need to re-execute this code to get the modified value to display on the text box. Like that, whenever the variable value is modifying every time you have to execute this code, then only it is updating on the control. So that is the procedure generally. So this is somewhat hectic procedure to the programmer because we are creating a many variables. Every variable updates you want to check. It is a big process. So that's why. So this React.js is providing a feature that is data binding. What is data binding? It is a concept of creating a link between the variable and control. Yes, this data binding is creating a link between the variable and control. What is the purpose of this? Yes, purpose is nothing but without execution of any code, okay, we can read the variable value and display on the HTML control. Means directly we are creating a link between the variable and HTML control. So if you do any modifications in this variable, automatically, so it is identifying those modifications and applying on the HTML control. So that's why at the time of updating the data and deleting the data, so from tables, okay, we need not worry about this because data binding concept is there. Okay, so it performs all these things. That is the main process of it. So this concept is not there in JavaScript. Okay, but this is available in Angular also, not only React. Angular also supports this concept. Okay, so that is data binding. Next one supports many validators. Yes, validations. For example, in registration form. So when user click on the register button, you want to check username is empty or not, password retype, password matching or not. These type of validations you want to perform. So generally, in validations, JavaScript, if you take, we need to execute some logics. Okay, validations pointer. But so React is providing many predefined validators. Those are very helpful for us. Without writing any code, we can perform the validations on the controls. Okay, that is the concept. Next one supports single page application. We're also calling it as a routing concept. Yes, it supports the single page application. We are calling it as routing concept. So why this React Angular got popular? So because of these two reasons. One is data binding, another one is single page application. Okay, so this concept is very, very important. I will spend, okay, so more days with the single page application, around 7 to 8 days. We're discussing this concept. What is single page application? Okay, so a small pictorial diagram I will show you. So for example, you're developing one website with the multiple pages like home page, about us, services like that. Some X is Xing your website. First, it loads the home page. Yes. In the home page, you are putting the hyperlinks for about and contact and other pages. When user click on the contact hyperlink, one request is coming to the server, the response is going back to the browser. If user click on the about, one request is coming here and the response is going back to this page. Like that, every time what is happening, one request is coming to the server to get the next page. So that is the traditional procedure for every website. Okay. But React coming with single page application concept, what the benefit of this? We can also call it as routing concept. The benefit is we are creating one router object. In this router object, we are holding all these pages. Yes. If user sends the first request, then enter this object is going to the browser. In this object, these three pages are there. Okay, like that, how many pages we are creating? All pages we are binding in that object. So we are not calling them as pages, we are calling them as components. I will discuss later what is component. So now this object is loading and it is storing the data, this pages information in the browser directly. So it is storing the data direct in browser. If user click on the about, then it will not send the request to the server because already that about page is cached in the browser. So that's why directly it is loading from browser. Like that contact direct it is loading from browser means from second request onwards. Okay. So it is not going to the server to get the page because the first request, all the pages are loading into the browser client system. That's why the performance is very fast. Okay, so it reduces the network traffic between the browser and server. So this is very big concept. Okay, I already told you. So we are spending around 1 week days for this concept. So there only we'll discuss how to authenticate and authorize. Okay, all these things we are discussing here. Okay, so that is about single page application concept. Okay, yes. So it is also supporting. Next one supports JSX format. Yes. So this concept is not there in Angular. Only React supports that JSX concept. JSX stands for JavaScript XML. Okay, JavaScript XML. What the meaning of this? Nothing is there. We can place the HTML script inside the JavaScript. Generally, what happens if I write the HTML script within the JavaScript, it displays error. Okay, if I write HTML inside the JavaScript, it displays the error. But by using JSX, we can place the HTML within the JavaScript. For example, a piece of JavaScript code I am executing. That result I want to display the HTML control. So generally, we are writing HTML in separate page and JavaScript in separate page. From JavaScript, we are calling the HTML. That is the procedure what we are following generally. But if you take the JSX format, so within the JavaScript, we can directly place the HTML code. So what is the result we are getting through JavaScript that directly we can place inside the HTML. Means no need to call the control. So this type of coding not required. So that is the big advantage of this JSX. So Angular is not supporting the JSX concept. Okay. Next one. Supports. Okay. Yeah. So Redux. Redux is very important concept for data maintaining and transferring the data from one page to another page. We are taking the support of Redux. The Redux support also it is providing for us. Okay. It is supporting the Redux concept. So Redux we will discuss separately. So just it is one state management concept to maintain the state of application. Okay. So we'll discuss it later. What is Redux and how to work with that. So React is providing the direct library to work with the Redux concept. Okay. Yes. Next one, React Native. We can use to implement mobile applications. Yes. Yes. We want to implement the mobile applications. Okay. Then we are using React Native. So not only web application development, we can also work with mobile application development. So in website, coding point of we are using React and designing point of we are using HTML. Okay. In mobile, coding we are using React and designing we are using native technology. Is it clear? So this native technology we are using. So if you know React.js, not only websites, you can also develop mobile applications. So that is the concept of this. Okay. So React Native we can use to implement the mobile applications. So once you know the React JS, then we can also develop the mobile apps. Okay. Next. So React supports many services. Yes. It supports different types of services here. Services we are using in functional point of view. So functionalities are available in the form of pre-implemented logics. Okay. Functionalities are available in the form of pre-implemented logics. So React supports different types of services for us. Okay. So that is the concept. So what are the services we have and how to work with these services we'll discuss later. Okay. Next one, very important point. So React provides virtual DOM. Yes. See, one point we can say, compare with Angular, React is a bit faster at the time of updating the controls. For example, one home page you created or registration page you created. So user is working on the registration page and here he is entering some values like that. He is performing some calculations in that point of view. In that point of view, React is faster because it supports virtual DOM. So Angular supports real DOM. Okay, so React supports virtual DOM. Yes, virtual DOM. The main function of virtual DOM is so which area you are modifying, only that area it is updating on the memory. Okay. But real DOM, entire page is re-rendering. So that is the performance of real DOM. Okay. Virtual DOM performance is what is the update you are performing, only the patches it is modifying. That's why there is no concept of re-rendering the entire page again and again. So that's why its performance is very fast. So right now it is a tough to you to understand. So after some concepts, okay, I will discuss about this virtual DOM. Then you will get the more clarity. So this is very, very important and very good feature we have in this React.js. So it supports virtual DOM concept. Okay. Next one here, simple coding. So in coding point of it is very, very simple compared with JavaScript. Okay. So if you take the React.js, okay, React.js, everything is pre-implemented. That's why it is very, very flexible and simple coding. Okay. That is the main purpose of this. Okay. This is simple coding. Got it. Like that, these are the main features what we have in this React.js. Okay. Now compare with JavaScript, all these features are applicable and additionally some other features also there. So in running classes, we will cover those features. So if you compare with Angular, then Angular is not supporting JSX. Angular is not providing the virtual DOM. And here mobile compared to means mobile application development point of view in Angular, we are taking the support of other tools. Okay. And Angular is not providing the direct library for Redux. Okay. So these are all included in this React.js. And second point, so React coding we can use either JavaScript or TypeScript. Okay. But in Angular, it is completely TypeScript coding. So that's why as a programmer, if you know JavaScript already, okay, then it becomes very easy to work with React. Okay. So like that in companies already many JavaScript programmers are available. Okay, they can easily migrate to the React for the next so career growth. So if you want to work with Angular, you should learn the TypeScript. Additionally, you should learn the TypeScript. Okay. So that's why that process is learning curve is more in Angular and it is less in React. Okay. So that is the reason why companies are recruiting React programmers more than Angular. And second point is Angular is framework, React is library. Angular is framework and React is library. So this library providing very less concepts. That's why we can easily adopt those concepts. But React, if you take many things we need to learn. So that's why it is complicated to learn and work on this Angular. Okay. If you take Angular, Angular is framework. So framework is providing more libraries, more functionalities. To learn all these things, it takes much time. But React is not like that. It is very simplified technology, very lightweight technology. That is the main point. So these are all the features which we have. This React JS compare with the Angular as well as compare with the JavaScript, right? Yes. So we discussed some points. Any doubts, any questions you have? Hmm? Any queries? Okay. If no, then see. On simple use case, we will discuss. For example, if you want to implement login page. Yes, I got one message. React.js, both are same. Okay. AngularJS, Angular difference is there, but React and React.js both are same. Okay. If you take Angular point of view, AngularJS is 1.x version. From 2 onwards, we are calling it as Angular. But in React, okay, React or React.js both are same here. Okay. Now one use case we're discussing. Okay. Login page if we take. Yes. In this login phase, what are the steps we need to work? First, we need to design login page. In this designing point of view, designers are using HTML, CSS. Next one, validation. So validations, username is empty or not, password data, password empty or not, like that. In this point of view, we are using client-side script. So that is nothing but React. Next, once user click on the button, login button, send data to server. So that we are sending through Ajax. Okay, that is also client-side script. Okay, for that React. Next one, check username or password valid or invalid. So in this point of view, server-side scripts we are using. Okay. Next, redirect to either welcome page or invalid page. In this point of view, routing, so that is also React. Now, if you take a simple login concept as use case, in second step and in third step, and also in this last step, we are taking the support of client side. So that is React or Angular, anything we can use. Like that, any concept if you take, okay. So 70% code is client side code. Yes, 70% coding is client side code. So not only login, if you take registration or any other concept, 70% coding is in client-end technology. Is it clear? Yes. So if you observe this carefully, we'll get the clarity where we are using this React. Okay, in validations point of view, and to work with the Ajax, and in a routing point of means navigation, either welcome page or in web page. In these all locations, we are taking the support of this. Yes, yeah. So this is the concept of this. Now, okay, we need to discuss what are the concepts. We need to start JavaScript. Okay, I told you. So first, we should have idea on JavaScript. So that's why our discussion we are starting with JavaScript. Okay. Yeah, JavaScript is very prerequisite is to learn this React.js. Okay, so JavaScript concepts are very, very important for us. And in JavaScript hosting, okay. Next one, debouncing, okay, and throttling like that, promises. So different types of concepts we have. These are all concepts we need to discuss. Okay. So around we are spending 20 days to work with the JavaScript. Okay. So first I will discuss the JavaScript concepts. Once those concepts completed, then I will discuss the React.js concepts. Okay. Yes. So this is a pattern which we are following. So anyhow, so we discussed till now in yesterday class and today class we discussed what is React.js and what are the features of React.js. Okay, what are the differences, okay, between Angular and React and JavaScript and React. These points we discussed. Okay, we need to discuss concepts wise differences that I will discuss in our running classes. So I hope you understand this. So any other doubts we have? No doubt. Yes, Ashok. Hello. No.
No
Fine.
doubt, sir.
Tell me.
No doubt, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay.